Hey, good Monday morning, everyone. This is Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Monday, June the 12th. Hope you're doing well on this Monday morning. I started out much earlier than I even do on a regular day today. I get up very early, but today even earlier. And I had a choice. Do I try to go back to sleep or not? Then when I got up, it was another choice. Do I struggle to get to the gym? And then I had another choice. How much of a workout do I do? You notice how many choices we have to make just in the first couple minutes of a day? It's amazing, isn't it? And I think sometimes, and I know this is true for me, it's not consciously done. We don't consciously think, let me think this through a minute. We kind of just react, and sometimes it's good to take that step back and say, let me think a little bit about this next choice. So, just a thought that we could start our day with today, and it does lead into the gospel message today. So, let us quiet our minds and hearts as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. Matthew, chapter 5, verses 1 through 12. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he had sat down, his disciples came to him. He began to teach them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven. Thus they persecuted the prophets who were before you. Oh, the Beatitudes, as it's known, a recipe, God's recipe for a good and holy life. It's a perfect recipe, isn't it? Yeah, sure. What's perfect about mourning and being meek and being persecuted? What's perfect about that? How is that God's best recipe for us? Well, the reason it's the best recipe for us is it is exactly what God asks us to stand up to challenges in this world and do. And the reward, of course, is great on the other side of that. However, there's more to it. Like any good recipe, it's what we sprinkle in that adds that added taste, right? Who doesn't look at a piece of cake and say, ooh, I wonder what it's going to taste like? Or something that is made, a dinner made, ooh, that moment to say, what is it going to taste like? Oh, maybe I need to put a little pepper on it to sprinkle it up a little bit. Well, in this case, it is what we sprinkle onto the Beatitudes, what we add to it, that will determine whether it is a good life for us or not. If we decide that we are going to add to it the vitriol of the political climate today and engross into the battles online and elsewhere and say who we like and who's right and who's wrong, it's going to taste pretty bad. If we decide we're going to sprinkle in just selfishness, just what I want and what nobody else wants, it's going to be kind of bad. If we go into a part of laziness and say, hey, I don't feel like doing anything, I'm just going to be, a leech of society or whatever the case may be, it's not going to taste very good. However, if we sprinkle in compassion in places where we don't normally offer compassion, it's going to taste a lot better. If we sprinkle in some love and respect in places where we don't normally sprinkle in like love and respect, it's going to taste a little bit better. If we work on reading and finding ways of meditation and prayer to improve our self-esteem, it's going to taste a little bit better. So, my friends, what does it come down to? It comes down to a choice of what we want to sprinkle onto the Beatitudes each day and determine whether we are going to have a tasty life or one that's not so tasty. The choice truly is in our hands. And I urge you to really give it some thought because it really does pay off in many ways for you and for those around you. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Monday morning. As always, I hope it was helpful. I always welcome your comments and your thoughts. I appreciate them. I thank you for being part of this journey with me. I always appreciate seeing large numbers of people who enjoy these videos, and we share things that are going to help us all create a more compassionate world. Have a great Monday, everyone, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.